So now, let me... trying to get the other office ending in the Stanley Parable. Where am I? Make sure we're going. Okay, good. So the goal here is the office. Okay.
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! Oh, you don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine. You're a dork anyway, so who cares?
New contents over there.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay.
It was okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
So I get
Stanley
through.
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he
Across
wasn't
here.
fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this
entire time.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Forgotten about.
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need... Oh, no, you can't... Did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No,
Check
it's
paperwork.
definitely here, clear as day.
Okay, so I'm
Stanley
trying to get
picks
to
up
the
phone.
other
He's taken to
office.
his apartment where he finds his wife, and the
first
two
one I
pledge
went
themselves to one
was
another. Music
with
comes
the
in,
Nighthawk
fade to white,
passcode,
roll credits.
115
Not picking up
Nighthawk
the phone
passcode.
is actually somehow an incorrect course
And
of
then I
action.
went to the original
How is that even
path, which
possible?
was the...
None of these decisions were
other-
supposed to mean
where we got to
anything.
the monitors.
I don't understand.
So
How
now
on earth
I'm
are you
trying
making
to
meaningful
do
choices?
this
What did you...
path again.
Wait a second. Did I just see...
And go
No,
to the
that's not
office, but
possible. I
actually
can't
go
believe
enter
it.
the code and
How
enter
had I
the
not
office
noticed
instead
it
of waiting
sooner?
outside
You're not Stanley.
just to see what
You're a
happened.
real person.
That's what we're doing here. So we
I
have to
can't
go
believe
through.
I was so mistaken. This is why you've been
little
able
bit.
to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely
really
ignored
yells,
even
doesn't
the
he?
most basic safety
Ooh, I can
protocol
hear him through
for
this.
real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Wow.
Choice. It's
Oh.
the best part of
bad.
being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages
That is a
across the
cricket.
world to make life better for all people.
Oh, that must be
Or he could
gross.
spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow
Wow.
the person to finish their
Forgot about
thought,
this.
then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack." Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the
Keep it
best
on the
part to a
crowd
healthy
like that.
decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less?
8 choices.
And
a day,
finally,
huh?
if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Okay. Choice and you. Okay, letters on the wall. We have choices. Okay, okay.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Because of all the safety netting they had to add. That's what it is. Safety netting. Okay, I'm trying to get to the new office after the choice decision.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
And of course we know...
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's
Room
office,
closet.
hoping he might find
Here
an
we
answer
go.
there.
Boss's office.
Coming to a
is it.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping inside his manager's
There we
office,
go.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
This is
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now
Please
he would
speak
draw
clearly
from
into
within
the
himself
receiver.
the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Wait, what?
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Night Shark 115. Let me in.
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
Oh, I can't.
You didn't
do
mishear
anything.
me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
I can't do it. Ah, okay, so this was led to nothing.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously.
Oh.
If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You
Oh, thank God.
behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
this is the same thing again.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
What?
behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure
He's
you'll be up to the
restarted.
task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. Entering door on left. Okay. What do I do now?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late. Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone?
Right, so
left here like so much garbage?
endings.
It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect?
Wait, there's
How
an
can
invisible...
I go back to that? I can't erase that
invisible
knowledge.
wall right
I'll
here.
have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.